Okay, what is up, guys? We are on a brand new map that we've never played before called Taheton County, and it's based off of Iowa, central Iowa, southern Iowa-ish area. If you guys know where Winterset is or Madison County, Iowa, like this is where the map is based off of. So this is gonna be pretty exciting. If you guys know UMRV, the same map creator that made UMRV, and I played UMRV in FS17, FS19, FS22. Same map creator made this map, DR Modding. And so he says this map is better than UMRV. So we're gonna find out in this video. Now I got my buddy Nate here, and we're gonna do a little map touring of this. And a couple things I gotta say, first of all, is this is a beta map. So like everything you guys see here is still getting finished up. And I think about like 1 to 2 weeks, it'll be released to DR Modding's Patreon over on his Patreon page. And you have to be like a contributor tier to be one of his beta testers, but eventually, like in 1 or 2 weeks, this thing is going to be released. If you are a beta tester for him, which to do that you got to be a contributor. Also, second thing I have to say is that the custom ground textures were made by Antler22, and DR Mine got permission from him to put these in his map. Okay, let's get going. Nate's in the Chevy, I'm in the Ford. Now, one thing I gotta say is I want to do a series on this map, but I don't know where we're going to start the series. If we're going to start in the 50s, 60s, 70s. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. But if you guys have recommendations of how we should start the series, what farm we should start at for the series, let me know. I don't know how many farms there are. I think there's, I'm going to say off the top of my head, like at least, Nate, how
many? I don't know, but holy moly, this train goes on forever.
Yes. Oh. Yeah, this is realistic. This is, look at that, Nate. He's got real trucks in here, man. That's a Dodge. But there's a Ford.
Yeah, you got a Ford. I've seen a Chevy earlier.
Wait,
he's got all of what you need.
How'd they get a go when we didn't get a go?
I don't know. Try running it. Oh, there. Of course it does. All you gotta do is be patient, buddy.
First farm along our tour is, I'm going to call the BTO farm, the Big Time Operator Farm. Really nice machine sheds, really nice grain setup. I think this highway we're on is not Highway 92 or 169, it's a different highway. But if you guys are from around like kind of the Winterset area, you'll know roads Highway 92 and 169. So on the map, we're on the north edge of the map, and there's a town over here. It doesn't show up on the map too well, but that's where we are. And then eventually we'll make our way west, south, kind of middle through the map, and then east over to the big town. Now, first off tour, you guys have probably seen this house. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Elk Mountain, but if I start giving credits to every modder, guys, I'm gonna accidentally say the wrong name on something and make somebody really angry. So I'm gonna try and stay away from that a little bit, but I'm 99% sure this was Elk Mountain Modding's house.
You want some coffee?
Yeah. It's changed a little. I feel like it's changed a little bit inside here. Maybe I'm wrong. But then this opens back up to a different style machine shed, and this is actually a machine shed that we used on the last series, the series we're technically still on. Oh, I like it. It's like connected here. So you guys have seen this machine shed. You got your main workshop in here, and then you got your two, like, I'll call them truck bays over here that work really well. And then on top of it, we have this shed, which, like, I don't like brand new stuff. I like a little bit old stuff, and this feels, you know, somewhat older of shed. It's not a brand new shed. I like it. I really like it. And then on top of that, I think this is just cold storage over here. Another red cold storage shed. It must be a seed shed or something, because the doors are really small on this, is what I'm guessing. It's a little tough to get big equipment in here.
Yeah, I was about to say, especially with that gap. It looks like some kind of gap up there. Huh.
Or maybe it's bale storage. It could be bale storage or something like that. But the bin site here, we have a AGI bin site, which has propane here that you actually run your dryer. And I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure that there's like dry corn, wet corn, like it's actually realistic. Knowing DR modding, it's got to be realistic. So I'm assuming that's what that is. Actual dryer where you actually dry down your corn. Got AGI, got the whole diagram here. Oh yeah. So we're not going to be able to hit every single farm here, but I want to hit most of the farm. So we're going to hop in the pickup trucks and drive to the next farm. So that's Poet there, the ethanol plant. And you got slow drivers on the map.
You got bad drivers too, it looks like up there.
So here's what we call the second town. We call it the second town because it's the small town. And we got a little, I think we got a grain sell point here, and then we got a gas station here, and then there's just a couple homes. And let's see what else there is. There might be there's a gas station, animal dealer, And I think that's about it. So I don't think there is a grain sell point here. But there is an animal dealer, I think, at both towns. Taheton... Oh, so it's Taheton County Fair and auction. That's cool. And they got like the whole lot back here and stuff for the animal dealer. I like it.
You stay with the animals. I'm gonna go see the fair for a little bit.
On top of that, there's literally a carnival at the fairgrounds. Nate, don't tell me you can actually get in this stuff. Dude, if DR Modding made it so you could actually get in and ride it. One of these things, just make one of these things spin, dude. That would be crazy. Right? I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Maybe he'll put it in the like final version. And then we got little details like a church and cemetery across here, and like little decorations like this over in the area that's kind of based off of. There's a lot of bridges, and so that's pretty darn unique. Like a lot of the cool little bridges and stuff. And then on top of it, we got another big grain farm. I think there's like 3 big grain farms on this map, if I can remember off the top of my head. And then when they get big, they get big. I mean, this is BTO side. So it looks like we got one main shop, kind of, which has a big hydraulic door, then a roll-up door, and then another folding door. Over here, you got all your storage. You got a loft in here. Actually, this is the one we... Okay, I know this shed now. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one we used for that... repo series. Oh, and then you got John Deere GPS globes and stuff up here, and then spare parts. That's cool. PTO shaft, some tile, and then we got the GSI grain site. So you got your control center in here for your bin site, and I'm assuming, I don't know if we bought this. Yes, so you can turn the dryer off and on through here. How many bins do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4 bins, and then you got your wet bin here, and then you got your GSI dryer. Okay, let's keep moving. Now, one thing, I do feel like when DR Modding released his UMRV map back in FS17, I was shocked by that map. I was shocked because it's the first time I feel like somebody made an Iowa map and they made it correct. So now that DR Modding releases this map, I'm like, I kind of know what to expect from him. It's better than UMRV, but I'm not shocked because I know how his style is and I know what to expect. I know to expect quality. Now in real life farming, it's really nice to have like flat square fields, but in farm sim or like any video game, American farming, anything, you kind of like odd shaped fields, a little roll and stuff like that. And that's what this map has. It has some flat square fields and then some, like we're getting to some flats over here. But back there you had some terraces, you had some waterways, you had some odd shaped fields. And I think that's what makes a map real fun, is having those odd-shaped fields. Now this is pretty cool. So we got our house up here on this farm, and I don't know if you can go inside of this, we'll see. But then you have 2 hog barns back there, so this is kind of like a pig farm we got here. We got a little shed, and that door opens. Okay, so you got a cool little shed here. Is this Welker Farms shed? I almost feel like it is.
I believe it is, yes.
Okay, so check this out, guys. There's planes in this map, and on top of that, you can hear them fly by, and they sound really cool when they fly by. I think we'll catch one. There you go, you can hear it. But one will fly directly over our heads, and you'll be able to hear it like really well. It's pretty cool. But we got 2 hog barns here. I'm assuming they're usable. I don't know the mechanics behind them yet. It's been a while since I've used hog barns and stuff. But yes, so you got health, food, slurry, you got your animals, and you got 2 of these barns here. So kind of like what we like to implement in American farming with like actual hog barns you'd see in Iowa, Americanized, you know, not some European stuff. So this is really neat to see. Got a Quonset over here, of course, Quonset on this farm, and then cold storage shed over here. Is this a shop? Yeah, cold storage.
Yeah, it's cold storage, but that one, out of fact, is from the Welker's farm map.
Okay, it is. Okay. Oh, and then we got, I think, seed? I'm going to guess this is seed and fertilizer over here, your back side of your Quonset, but then you got your cold storage in here, cold storage shed, and then you got your shop in here. So this is kind of your shop space. That's that farm. I think that's the 3rd farm we've toured so far. On to the next, Nate. Now I'm going to have Nate set the month to October because it's pretty darn cool, especially like Madison County, Iowa, where we got some timber and stuff. When October rolls around, leaves are changing. Yeah, this is going to look good. Yeah, this looks beautiful. This is really where this map shines, is once you get into fall time, October. Man, it looks nice out here. Looks like we got like a little old barn up on top of a hill, like a little pasture, and then you have another farmstead, which this is one I was actually thinking about buying for roleplay and adding to it a little bit if we do a series here. And your main machine shed's over here, you got cold storage, then you got your shop, and then you got 3 different bins across here, and then I think you got another, yeah, fertilizer or seed storage over here. Then you got just another open cold storage, just open and cold storage over here. Okay, then you come up to an intersection and you got Taheton, which is what we call town number 1 or the main town over here. So we're just gonna go around this car quick. Please don't have, yes. And on top of that, you don't get blocked by the traffic lights, which is super nice. Because in the updated UMRV version, which I don't think DR Mine made, but we were always getting stuck at the darn traffic lights because when they were red. Okay, now this is pretty cool. You got Taheton High School here, but then you got your football field over here, you got your trains, and then you got like a baseball diamond back here too. We're just gonna cut across here. Yep. So you got your football field, your stadium, and then you got your Taheton baseball stadium over here. And then we got a grain sell point over here. This is Growmark? Yes, so this is FS Growmark. So this is where you can sell some of your grain. And then you got rail over there. Pretty neat. So then we got the town of Taheton. There's 2 interesting things over here that I gotta show you guys. And then on top of that, we got the dirt track here, which we can race. We do all that sprint car racing and stuff. So heck yeah, Nate, you wanna do all that, man? See the Ford versus Chevy, baby? Okay, line up. 2, 1, go. Oh, you're staying up. Taking the inside, baby. Oh,
That was my best bet.
Nate's beat me.
Yeah, I did. Let him win.
Okay, Nate won. Nate literally won.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the first time I've seen an actual dirt track put into a map by default.
I would say so too. We've had to, otherwise Nate's been the guy, he's had to build them all. Nate or Buck has had to build the dirt tracks. Okay, I want to show you guys this real quick and then we'll get back to farms. There's something pretty cool over here, if I'm going the right way. Again, another bridge, like that's just realistic for Madison County, Iowa. That's just how it is. Not the FS map, but like literally Madison County, Iowa. This is the first golf course I've seen in a farm sim map. So this is like literally golf course. You got your greens right here. You got your sand over here. I don't know where the tee boxes are. Maybe those are tee boxes over there, but you got like every single different hole. Now, as you go out of Taheton on the main highway, I think this is Highway 92 that we're going out of on. And there's a little just cold storage shed, and then there's just a little bin site next to the fields over here. You got another bin site, then you got some rolling fields through here, and then you come back to an acreage, or a farmstead, I should say. That's pretty cool. And this is one I also thought would be good, like a good starter acreage over here. Farmstead. Keep calling it acreage. So we got a Quonset here. And then we got the, what I'll call the 70s, I want to call this the 70s shop. It's a little cold storage, and then you got your shop in here. It's nothing major. It's kind of the small-time farmer type shop, you know, which is actually pretty nice for a small-time farmer. But anyways, nice little shop here. Then you got cold storage. You guys have seen this in some of my past videos. And then we got a house. Same house that was on the first farm, I think. Besides maybe the like color's a little different.
Yeah, you missed going right past the airport. Now you're gonna talk about
it?
Okay, wow.
Yeah. Look at the detail, Nate, man. You got the airport, but then you got the I don't know, I'll call them orange balls on the power lines that for, you know, for planes and stuff, so they can see the power lines and stuff. That is pretty cool. Who thinks of that realism, you know? Yeah, we got an airport here, which I'd love to get planes and farm sim and be able to crop dust my crop, so we may use that at some point. Okay, we got like 3 farms all in the same distance. You got one way back there, one BTO over there, and then one kind of older farm over here. I'm gonna assume either this is like a beef. I think it's dairy. Yeah, it's gotta be dairy. Dairy barn over here, and then on the back side, silage storage over here, silage bunk. Got what we call a commodity shed over here, fuel, and then I think you have hogs over here, pigs. And it looks like you got
it's a pigsty.
Okay, it's pigs. And then it looks like you got like some type of pasture out here too. I don't know if that actually has cows in it or if it's just kind of for hay purposes or not. And this is a farm that I was thinking would be a really good starter farm also, because you got the, I'll call it once again standard 70s machine shed cold storage shop, cold storage. You got like 3 or 4 different bins over there that you can unload to. You got your house, which from the looks of it, I think you can go inside this house. Yeah, you can go inside this house. And then you got like dairy or cattle over here. I think that's like hay storage, which it looks like, I think this is dairy if I remember correctly. So you got another dairy farm over here, which is kind of cool and stuff. I might have a tough time choosing this one because it's so far off the beaten path, where if you're hauling grain to town, it's going to take a while to get to town and stuff, especially if you're using wagons or something. So I kind of like being on like a paved road for sure when I'm trying to choose a farmstead. But you got another big farm complex over here. And what's nice is, like, if you want to customize and add more to this, you easily can. You can add more buildings. You can add a house. There's a house on the other side of this. It's a little ways away, but you know, you can kind of make it your own if you want to. But we got cold storage over here. Open up this shed. You got cold storage, and then you got your shop on the other side over there. And then I think, yeah, you got another cold storage, which I haven't seen this building ever. This is kind of cool. You got another cold storage with a hydraulic door, and you got one roll-up door, but it's pretty much just gravel cold storage. And then you got your AGI bins over here. You got your propane. I always like playing real small, so it'll take a while before we ever get to like this big a size of farming. Like, here you got a field, and there's just a Quonset on the edge. Could have been an old like farmstead or something like that where some of it got torn down and they left the shed. That is so realistic for Iowa, just to have that or like a bin on the edge of the field. I love it. Well guys, thanks for watching. I think we covered most every farm. There might have been 1 or 2 farms we missed. I mean, there's a lot of farms to this, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this tour. If you guys want to get this map, it'd be a beta tester and test for DR modding. You can be on his Patreon, which is the contributor. You have to be on the highest tier though, that's the contributor. And that will be a beta version of this map. We'll be playing it. I'm guessing in the next couple of weeks here, we'll be starting a series on it. But let me know what farm you guys want us to start on. And let me know what you guys saw of the map down below. And hey, we'll see you in the next one.